The most modern and effective security sectors find ways to fulfill the needs of all the different groups in the population.
They take a gender perspective. They pay attention to how men and women can have different security and justice needs, take steps to meet those needs, and include both women and men in security and justice institutions and decision-making. All of our countries have signed agreements committing us to equality and fairness. And we all have a role to play in making our security and justice institutions more efficient and effective. You can see successful change around the world. South Africa. The problem. After white rule was overturned, the armed forces were urgently in need of reform. They did not fairly represent South Africa's racial and ethnic groups, and there were very few women in the forces. The solution. Parliament passed laws to guarantee racial and gender equality at work. The armed forces made a public commitment to transformation, appointing gender focal points, dialogue with civil society, affirmative action programs, plus strong monitoring and oversight by Parliament helped bring about change. The impact. South Africa's armed forces are now ethnically diverse, and 30% are women. As gender barriers come down, there are men in nursing, women in combat roles. Now the armed forces get respect in South Africa, and they're a model for other armed forces in the region.
Bosnia and Herzegovina. The problem. Homicide, rapes, death threats, an epidemic of domestic violence. The courts didn't deliver justice. Victims said the courts didn't listen to them. Perpetrators often walked free. The solution. The Association of Women Judges showed leadership. They partnered with an NGO to assess what was going wrong. The NGO talked to victims, monitored court cases, and surveyed judges. They discovered that judges' assumptions about women and men led to unfair decisions. In cases of domestic violence, judges thought a man who brings in the family's income should not go to prison. The assessment led to new guidance and training, new policies, and a new curriculum for law students. The impact. Fairer judicial decisions and more justice for the victims of crime.
Colombia. The problem. After decades of armed insurgency, trust in the state security services was dangerously low. The police felt it was too risky for them to enter communities where rebel armed groups had held control. The solution. The police worked with a local NGO who asked farmers, ex-guerrillas, and other local women about their experiences of security. The women gave recommendations and practical insights. The impact. These consultations helped the police to gradually open communication and build trust. They were able to do their job better and support Colombia's peace process.
You can have more effective security and justice that works for more of the people in your country. Men, women, boys, and girls. There are many tried and tested strategies based on solid evidence. Assessment, policies, training, leadership, oversight, all are important. Find them in the Gender and Security Toolkit.